סוג ב', נראה לך אני רוצה להיות סוג ב', חפש את החברים שלך.
המסכה שלי מאפשרת לי להסתכל מעבר למסכה שלהם.
סליחה, אתה ואני מסתכנים בטבעי אגודה, זה לא רלוונטי.
I think the most important thing about what the State of Jerusalem is doing is kind of being an alternative media outlet for the state, for Jerusalem. I think a lot of the times, like what those news outlets do is kind of turn to the people whose voices are at the margins of society, and it's important to hear what they have to say.
It really captured the city of Jerusalem in a broader scope than just talking about it.
And there's a different type of art that I can see, and there's a real life perspective that I would have never seen without the State of Jerusalem.
If I went to Birthright without seeing that, then I feel like I wouldn't really get to see how the city functions like my home and every other home, and see like a very personal view of people themselves.
The State of Jerusalem is bringing in a very important and a very unique perspective that really needs to be shared, and I think our generation really will benefit from this.
What usually surprises me the most, and what I thought the State of Jerusalem was doing a good job capturing, is that like there are people on both sides like listening to each other and trying to kind of come up with a solution or a way to like visualize or picture what kind of comes of living in a culture that can be so divided but is also like very beautiful and vibrant.
When we travel, we really get to see all of the glorious sights and everything, how they should be portrayed so that we love Israel. But with that, there's a side missing that is what differentiates our trip from real life, which is everyday people and how people go about their day and function and live in the city like how we live at our homes. And
I think it's always interesting to see like the underbelly of the city, when obviously like there's a lot of colorful things happening and a lot of people that are, I don't know, thinking on their own and thinking critically. I think that's always really important.
Before coming on Birthright, I never would have thought that I wanted to live in Israel. But after seeing things like this documentary and seeing how authentic places in Israel can be, I am really inspired, and I would really like to come back and live maybe in Jerusalem.
it was kind of like an extension of my tour of Jerusalem that I couldn't have myself.